Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Let's see if we're officially live. We are having some technical difficulties here, so I do have to apologize. It's going to take me just a minute, I hope, to get my phone cooperating. In the meantime, let's make sure we're actually live, and we are. So I want to share quickly with the groups. VIP and team. Okay. All right. Now I got to just get up and running here. Hopefully things are going to start cooperating. My phone, I went to hook up and everything just like froze up on me. So I'm hoping that was just a crazy momentary weird thing here. And now I think it's going to work. Oh, hey, Arlene. So glad you could join. Okay. Sometimes technology just doesn't like to cooperate. Let's see. I think we're good. All right. I don't know. We might be crooked, but that's okay. Let's add that. Okay. We're on. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Real quick. We are in, can you believe it? It's June. Where is the spring going? I mean, we're now rushing into summer here. God, it's just craziness. Crazy. But anyway, we are into June already. Yeah. I find it's not my friend more often than it is my friend Arlene. Just saying. Hey, Barb. Glad to see ya. I know, it's crazy. It's June already. And it's June 2nd, no less. So we do have Paper Pumpkin. We are in the June subscription period. You still have a few more days to get in on that kit if it's something you're interested in. This one is the Celebrate the Sweet Things in Life. It's called Life is Sweet. You make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes. We'll have iridescent glimmer sentiments and pre-cut paper pieces, vellum accents, iridescent pearls, and linen thread. It will coordinate with Poppy Parade, Peach Pie, Lemon Lolly, Shy Shamrock, Pool Party, and Pretty in Pink. And the classic ink spot will be Shy Shamrock, one of our new in colors. So very exciting. It does coordinate with the Thanks and Beyond dies, which are an add-on, and I believe they are still available if you haven't gotten those, and those are available only to Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So when you try to put those in your cart, it will ask you for your email associated with Paper Pumpkin. The other thing going on this month, I did release, my friend Cindy and I have released our class, the Heartfelt Hexagon. If you're interested in that, I did send out the original email Friday, maybe? Might have been Friday. But you have until the 7th to register for that class. It is $44. You're going to make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. It is going to feature the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set as well as the Hexagon Punch. Both are currently in stock right now, so they are back in stock. You don't have to have them. You can certainly use whatever you happen to have. But if you would like to add that on, I am not charging additional shipping or tax on those 2 items if you add them on to the kit. So they are just at cost. I think the punch is $23 and the stamp set is $20. So you would just add those on to the $44 because that $44 does cover shipping all the supplies to you. It does include a half pack of that gorgeous Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper. You'll also get a full spool of the linen thread, and you'll get a full package of the basic rhinestones. So you get quite a bit of product. You'll be able to make all kinds of cards after the class. Oh, hey, sis. Glad to see you. So again, a fun class. It will be live officially on the 27th. So I plan to ship everything out to you on the 22nd. It will, there's no videos or anything. It is a full colored PDF instructions. The cards are pretty simple, so you really can follow along with the PDF and do the class that way. But it'll be at your own leisure, but it's going to be a really nice class. So if that's something that interests you, one of the cards that I designed is a fun fold. So just to put that out there. So anyway, again, the Heartfelt Hexagon class. And again, it's 8 cards, 2 each of 4 different designs. All right, tonight we are featuring the Layers of Beauty. This is a cool set. This bundle consists of a stamp set, a die set, and masks. So some versatility here with this particular set that I'm going to focus on. So hang on to your hat, friends. We got some fun stamping coming our way. I just gotta get all this out of my way. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, cards tonight. We have this one. This is Grateful for You. Look how beautiful that is. And that is all colored by using these stencils and blending brushes. Super simple and so fun. Card number 2. This is Happy Anniversary. Again, all that coloring done with the stencils. This time we cut out the whole shape using the coordinating dies. And card number 3. This one's actually part of the, this design layout is from our sketch challenge, card sketch 1 for June. And we just cut out the one flower, added our God Bless. And who doesn't love some butterflies? I love those brass butterflies. They are one of my favorite embellishments. And I pulled those in on this particular card. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you these stencils. You get 5 stencils and they are numbered. So you know how to layer them and in what order. It is elegant, Arlene. I do completely agree with you. So you'll notice there's this little notch. Every one of them has that. So you know how to line up your stencil each and every time. You're always going to have the notch going in that direction. So they always line up and they're numbered. Like I said, so you know what order to do your stencils in to do your coloring. So makes it kind of easy. There's a little bit of a trick to it all though. Just going to say. All right, let's see. Let me get all of my supplies here. So we're going to need those blending brushes. Where is, there it is. Okay. I'll put these ones over here. For the other one. All right. So here is our great big stamp. Look at that. It's huge. That's the mother load of stamp right there. And then where did I put? Well, let's grab all the stamps and we'll get them all out here so we have them. I need, there it is. We're using Basic Beige, our brand new color. Ooh, I got some red on there. There we go. So that's our Basic Beige. And for this particular card, we need our card kit here. Okay, so I have a peach pie card base. That's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we need our bone folder for this. We're gonna go ahead and fold that over. Make sure everything lines up the way it needs to line up. Sometimes things get a little wonky. And this is one of those times. Okay. There we go. There's our card base. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside for now. Then I have a piece of basic white. I have this cut 4 by 5 1/4. And because we need to line everything up and glue, or not glue, but tack things down, I do have a piece of old cardstock, and I pulled out, this happens to be an old piece of Peekaboo Peach. So you could see the difference between Peekaboo and Peach Pie and Peekaboo Peach. Do you remember Peekaboo Peach? That's an old retired in color. And now we have Peach Pie. You can see the difference in the color. Both very peachy, but this one is a little bit lighter and brighter. So just thought I would point that out. In the meantime, I have this here. And we're going to pretend that's not even there. Where is my pencil? Ah, here it is. We're going to get rid of that. So we're going to start over. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to tack down my basic white so it doesn't move. And then, and I know I don't have this on here perfect to line up with the way that the stencils are, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this with my basic beige. Because it's kind of going to be like a no line watercolor in a sense, but we're using our stencils instead of actually watercoloring. But it's so, so pretty. And I know I'm kind of backward, or not backwards, but you'll see that the card is actually going in this way, but I'm stamping and doing all of my work going this way. All right, so we have that all set. Oop. Now we're going to get this on here. Okay. I think I'm going to have to turn it just a little bit to get everything on here. Okay. It's a huge stamp. I agree. It does look nice without the black lines. All right, so there we have it. There's our overall design. So I'm going to go ahead. I have my chamois. We're going to clean that off because we need it again later. So we're going to go ahead and set that way over here. Okay, next up, we have stencil number 1. And I know it's number 1 because it says it's number 1 right here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and work to line things up to the best of my ability here. And it does get a little, I'm going to have to pull this down where I can see just a little bit. Just kind of find my way. And then we're going to take, everything looks pretty good. Now I can go ahead and take my pencil, and that's where all of my stencils will line up from here on out. So I'll take that away. All right, next up, I want peach. All right, there we go. We have peach pie. And, okay, which one was it? I think this was the peach. All right, so we're going to make sure we're holding that down nice and secure. And we're just going to add some color. So there's our peach pie. Set that aside. Close this one up. And we got our pumpkin pie. And we need number 2. Somehow I got these all upside down. Okay, so now we're going to play a little bit to get this lined up the way it should. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. All right, now we're going to do our pumpkin pie. Pull that away. So pretty. It makes you an artist without being an artist. Then we need number 3. So here's stencil number 3. And now this gets lined up like so. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, and we're using cherry cobbler for this one. I know it's kind of a unusual color choice, but it really pops out. So now we're going to throw down look at that. Is that not the coolest color? All right, we got it. Oops, sorry, bud. Oh, Tucker. I wasn't going to hit you, buddy. He doesn't trust Mama. Okay, so there's our cherry cobbler. And we're now on to stencil number 4. And we're going to get into our green leafy look. And we're using Old Olive for this one. So let me go ahead and get that open and ready to go. And what we're going to do here is get that. Okay. This one takes a little bit of work to get it lined up. I know there's a lot of people, I have seen other demonstrators who actually do all of this part of it first and then do their stamping. I did not have success doing that. I'm going to be honest. It did not work out for me. I could not get it to line up correctly doing it that way. So this is the best way I have found. All right, now I'm going to do my Old Olive. And I first, with stencil number 4, I'm going to go lightly. So I'm just going to kind of lightly add the color. Like so. Is that not so pretty? Okay. Then we're going to take the final stencil, number 5, and we're going to line that up as well. And that one kind of goes like, oh, get in there. That swings around a little bit like so. There we go. I think we're good. Oop. Maybe. There we go. And now this time we're going to put a little bit more pressure. And there's your shading. Is that not pretty? I think it is so elegant. Okay, next. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out of here. And now, you know what? I didn't turn this the same angle, which is okay. We're just going to put our grateful for you up top. And before we do that, because we're going to need these stencils, I did bring up, because obviously you would want to have your sink nearby. I don't have it. Hey, Brana Sue, so glad you could join us. Hey, Sue. Glad to see you too. Nope. A little lock and lock here. So we're just going to go ahead, because we do need these for the next project. We're going to go ahead and just throw them in here like so. Give it a little shake. Again, a sink with running water is going to work a little bit better, but we're going to leave those there for just a minute while we finish this card. I do have lots of paper towels here so we can clean up after. Okay, so we have our stamp set here, or stamp set. Oh my gosh, our panel. Now I need my sentiment. Oh my goodness. And we're going to use, I brought over basic gray. I thought black might be a little too harsh for this card. So I liked the basic gray, which is a little bit softer and a little less in your face. And like I said, I mean, I could turn it this way, but I feel like that makes the rose look like it's upside down. So I'm going to turn it this way, and we're going to do up here in the corner. Make sure everything's straight. Grateful for you. Like that. We're going to close that up before we have any problems. We're going to go ahead. Got my stamp and seal. down. Then, did I bring them? Not bring them forward? Uh-oh, what did I do? All right. What the heck is that, Tucker? Just heard a thunking sound. All right, let me grab. Must have left him over here. Or did I? There's that. All right, I managed to somehow lose my shimmer gems. Wait, what's this? Nope. Not it. Not it. How on earth? Here they are. Oh, for the love. Got placed in a totally weird location. Don't know how that happened. Hopefully we're still live because my iPad, for whatever reason, decided to. There it is. Okay, we are still live. Whew, okay. Oh, where'd that go? Interesting. Okay, we're back. Weird things happening here, folks. Weird things. Okay, these are the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. We're using the peach pie. And let's see. Got 1, 2, and put a third one over here. Okay, so which one do you like better? Sentiment in the upper right or left or lower right? Thank you, Brana. I do too, Arlene. It really, truly makes that flower just pop. Because you see each of the little layers coming through both. Me too. I gotta say, I don't think I could pick one over the other. Honestly. But it is really neat the way the stencils do that. There is another set. I didn't get it yet. That was in the mini catalog that was also had the stencils like this. Now I'm having to rethink that and probably go back and get it because I think that is so cool. All right. On to card number 2. And this one, let's see. Let's put these here so we don't lose them. All right, this one we have a few extra pieces. So this one we have a bubble bath card base, and this one I cut 11 inches by 11 inches by 4.25. Wow. And I scored it at 5.5. So we're going to go ahead and fold on that score line. There we go. Then I have a piece of Berry Burst, and I went ahead and I've already run this through the exposed brick 3D embossing folder, so it's already all texturized for us. So let's see all that nice texture in there, and that's going to layer on there like so. All right, so for that, we're going to go ahead. We're going to add our adhesive. Go ahead, press that down. Oh, that's a little crooked. How did that happen? Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Much better. Okay, so that's those layers. Then I have 2 scraps, I guess, of basic white. This one's for our sentiment. This one is for our die cut flower. So again, I'm going to bring back our scrap cardstock here to help hold everything in place. And again, we're just going to put that in place like so. And then, where's my pencil? We're going to go ahead and so we don't get confused on our placement. Okay, this time I am going to use my Memento black ink. No, I did not use Memento. I used the basic gray. I'm lying. This time we're using basic gray because, again, don't want it to be real harsh. Just want the little darker outline this time. So okay. And whoop. I think it was this way. Yes. And this time, I think it was a little bit like that. Okay. Make sure you get good contact because, again, it's a huge stamp. Oh, absolutely, Arlene. I agree. There we go. All right, let's clean this up because we're going to need it one more time tonight. Okay. Let's go ahead and set that over there. Make sure this isn't going to be moving. Okay. We need to set this aside because we got to do a little work on our stencils now. This is unfortunately a little time consuming, but this is the last time we'll be having to worry about it because the next card we're not going to use the stencils. So I want to show you that you can still use this without stencils. All right, let's get these out of our dirty water. Okay. So did anybody do anything fun this weekend? I know yesterday was a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day. I took Tucker outside for a little while. We went and sat at the picnic table until the deer flies started to come out and eat us alive. But other than that, we had a pretty quiet day at home. Anybody do anything fun? Because it was absolutely amazing here, at least in central New York it was. We had actual sunshine. Like tonight it's raining now. It's been cloudy all day. Now the rain has finally moved in, but we had a perfect sunny day yesterday. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. We had a nice breeze, which actually kept the deer flies and mosquitoes at bay for a while. And then they came out. Visited with family today. Oh, nice. Toured 4 flower gardens. Oh, that sounds like fun. Wish we had stuff like that to do around here, like tour flower gardens. If there is any place, somebody clue me in because like I'm not aware of anything like that around here. Oh, nice. I know you were going to do that. I forgot that was yesterday. Well, hopefully they had a nice visit. I know Mom looks forward to that. Okay, so that's all of them. All right. There we go. Get this out of the way. Lock and Lock is awesome stuff. No leaks. When you need to bring water to your craft room, that does work. Okay, let's get these back in order. We have 5. Which number is that? 2, 1. So this must be 3. And that would be 4 and 5. Okay, so we are good to go now. All right, so we can bring this back in. We're going to start with stencil number 1. Get everything lined up. Where did your husband used to live, Brana Sue? Oh, Hanoi, New York. Oh, wow. Small world. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get this all nice and lined up, just like we did on the previous. And I'm going to go ahead and looks like we're pretty close to where it was before. Okay, so that's going to stay like so. This time, we're using Bubble Bath, Berry Burst, and Granny Apple Green. So we're going to start with our Bubble Bath. And let's see. Get our Bubble Bath all loaded up. Keep that pressed down. And apply the color. I love this bubble bath. I think it's one of the prettiest pinks. Pretty in pink is very pretty too, but I think bubble bath is still my favorite. Okay, so there's stencil number 1 and bubble bath. Next up, Berry Burst. And we have stencil number 2. We have our Berry Burst. Go ahead and get this lined up. Okay, I think we're good. And this one, we're going to go down just a little bit light with our hand. We don't want to be very heavy-handed. Just be very light and add our color. Get that off. Next, we're going to bring in our next stencil, which is number 3. I'm going to go ahead and line that up. Again, with that notch, but also looking at how things line up on here. Like the little circles, we know where they're going. They're the center of our flowers. So once you have all that, now you're going to go back in, get more of that Berry Burst. And this time we're going to go a little bit heavy-handed to put in more of that color. See how deep that color gets? Okay. So we're done with these colors. Next, Granny Apple Green it is. We're on to our 4th stencil. So that lines up again with the notch, but also paying attention to the leaves themselves getting lined up. And I think we look pretty good. Okay. And this first coat with stencil number 4, we're going to again be light-handed with our color. So we're just going to put a layer of color down So again, very light-handed. You want that light granny apple green. Like so. Now, our final coat. So we're going to get these lined up with that notch. Line up the leaves. Make sure everything looks good. Hold that down firm. And then we're going to put down a lot more pressure this time because we want more color. That moved just a little bit, but I think we caught it. All right. There we have our color. Isn't she pretty? I love that. Okay. Next, I'm going to bring in these beautiful dies. And we are going to get that out of the way. Take our nice big die here. And we're going to line everything up just like so. Make sure it all looks pretty good. And I have the big boss right behind me here. Okay, so we can now remove everything. Ta-da! Isn't that so pretty? Okay, done with that. Done with this large die. We'll put that back on the magnet. Bring our card back. Now, we are going to add some dimensionals. And I probably went a little crazy, but you know what? Dimensionals are good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull all these off. Well, thanks, sis. I thought they popped pretty good. All right. So now we're just going to pop that on there like so. And we now have our scrap. And I need happy anniversary. And we're going to use Berry Burst. Ink that up. And we're going to, well, let's stamp it just a little bit lower here. Happy anniversary. Clean this off on our chamois here. Next, I have the modern oval punch. Punch that out. And of course, dimensionals. And I just want them down here at the bottom. because they're going to overlap on there, and I'll just add a little bit of adhesive there to the top. And those are going to go right there like so. And then we've got some gems here. I'm going to use our little rhinestones. Oop. We're going to put one right there. And one there. And right there. There's card number 2. And we're down to one rhinestone left on this card. Woohoo! Okay, we're going to get all this out of here. Thanks, Sue. All right, get all this out of the way. So we're done with those. And I'm going to throw the stencils into the water. Okay. And there we go. All right. So these are now officially done. And we are cooking. On to the next card. This is our final card of the evening. Using the exact same set. We have a Granny Apple Green card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we are going to fold on that score line. Burnish with our bone folder, just like so. Then I have some Designer Series paper. This is from that carryover pack. I think it's Bright and Beautiful. And I have that cut 3 1/4 by 4. And I have a piece of basic white, also cut 3 1/4 by 4. And then I have some scraps for stamping and die cutting. Okay, so first, we're going to start with our designer paper. I'm going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And that's going to go on a little cattywampus like so. I want that down about there. That should do it. Then we're going to take our basic white, and this too is going to go on. And that one is going to go a smidgen cattywampus this way. There we go. Okay. Next, I have my large scrap. And for that, I need my large stamp. And you're going to notice, probably easier to see it from the back side, the rose that has the cluster of 3 leaves. So it's this one right here. That's the one we're really after. So I don't have to worry about getting this whole thing inked up. I really just want to make sure I got that. So I'm just going to kind of concentrate my stamping in that area right here. Get the ink in there. The rest of it, I'm not worried about. And I'm using Memento ink because we are going to be coloring with our blends markers. So now I can go ahead. Make sure that row is right there. That's all I'm worried about is that one rose. The rest of it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and clean this off. There, like so. Okay. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. All right. Now I have here the lemon lolly light and dark. I have pumpkin pie light and dark. And then I have the granny apple green light and dark. So I'm going to start with the granny apple, and I'm going to start with the dark. Actually, my little nib on that dark one is getting kind of frayed, so we're going to use the bullet. And I'm just kind of putting some color right around where these lines are, where the artist who created this stamp put the darker lines. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to take the light. The nib on this one's getting a little frayed too, but it's okay. It'll work. Just put the color in there. Then I'm going to take that dark again. And then the light again. Just make sure it's all blended. All right, so there's our leaf. Then we're going to take our lemon lolly, and I'm going to start with the dark. And this one, I did take my time a little bit and only did like a couple of petals at a time, just because you really don't want that ink to dry because it doesn't blend as well. And then come back again with that dark. And then the light. Right, easier just. And then the dark again. The light. And the dark, or the light again. Okay. All right, back to the dark. The light. A little more dark. And then we're going to come in here. This was where just kind of like flooded it with color. And this is the light. And then again, the dark. Right where the petals kind of like overlap. All right, so now, actually we're gonna cap the dark. Now I have the light pumpkin pie. In this one, we're just going to go, let's see. Just in there. I felt like the yellow by itself just wasn't enough. But add in the pumpkin pie, just that little bit, I think made this flower really pop out. Just my opinion. And then coming back with that light and just blend it a little bit so it's not so harsh. Okay, now here's the cool thing with this set. I think it's really cool. There is a die that cuts out just this piece. So this would be a great set, like if you wanted to do something like spotlighting and you wanted to stamp that whole piece and leave it black and white, and then maybe stamp it again and do just color in this one and cut it out and then pop that up onto the black and white one. That would be really cool. I may do that this week and I'll post it, provided time allows me to do it. But anyway, I think that would be really a cool way to use this particular one, because like I said, I just think it's really cool that they included a die that cuts out just the one little rose. So again, big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Ooh, speaking of, on the 5th, which I believe is Wednesday, the 5th, Stampin' Up! Is going to have a sale on all Stampin' Die bundles, an additional 10% off. So you already save 15% on bundles. They're going to add an additional 10% off on all bundles, stamp and die bundles. So this would be a stamp and die bundle. So come Wednesday, you're going to save an additional 10% on top of that 15%. And Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, both the mini and the big, will also be on sale. They never have put these on sale to my knowledge that I can recall. I cannot recall ever seeing them on sale before. So, just saying, if you don't have a Stampin' and Cut and Emboss machine and you want one, Wednesday is your day. And I believe it's going to be the remainder of the month. But anyway, yeah. Same thing. If you want to get the set, wait till Wednesday. If this is something, wait till the sale goes in effect on Wednesday. But yeah, an additional 10%. I think that's so awesome. All right. So we're just going to add our, oops. Yeah, I think that's good. Good enough. All right. There's our rose. Now I have another scrap here. This is for our sentiment. And our little sentiment is God bless. So we're using our Memento Black ink again. And we're just going to say God bless. And it's a little smidgen crooked, but that's okay. We're cutting it out. We'll just compensate for it, so you'll never know the difference. Okay, there's that. All right, so there's this little tag die in here. And look, there's also all these other extra dies in here. So you have this big one, you have that single rose, and then there's some extra flowers, another little flower that you can cut out of there, some extra leaves. So yeah, lots of extra die cutting here that you can be doing with this particular set. Just so you know. Lots of extras. Okay, so we're going to get that on there. I'm going to go ahead with our post tape. Make sure everything stays where it's supposed to. And we're going to run this through the Big Boss. I would use the Baby Boss, but I didn't bring it over here with me. So, Big Boss it is. But I think it's so cool that they're putting it on sale. Oh, thank you, Sue, for taking care of those colors. Because they are pretty fab colors together. All right, so now I have my God Bless. And I'm going to bring in my there's my snips. We're just going to snip off a little. Bit of our dimensionals. And this is going to go right here. Okay, next, what did I do with my twine? There it is, way down there. Okay. We got the linen thread. And clip that. So we're going to do a double bow. Go. Trim them tails up a little bit. And then, of course, we have a glue dot. And right over that little tag hole, and I actually kind of turned it so it doesn't cover the God Bless too much. Like so. And then I love these brass butterflies. They're one of my most favorite embellishments ever. I think they're so pretty. We have our take your pick tool. And we're going to add a butterfly flying off there. There he goes. And there we go. Little butterfly flying off there. And there is our card. I've never seen them on sale before, Sue. Nope. So I think that's pretty awesome. Okay, so there you have it. There are 3 cards using the Layers of Beauty. One with the blends and 2 using our blending brushes with the stencils, which I think are pretty fabulous if you ask me. Yeah. And don't be afraid to pull out colors like cherry cobbler with your peach pie and pumpkin pie. Oh, Arlene, you're so welcome. So welcome. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. Tomorrow, I'm working remote here at home because Tucker has to go to the vet. We haven't told him yet. He doesn't know. He has his 9:45 appointment to get his shot. Shh. So, I know, right? Who would think? Cherry cobbler. But it really pops on there and blends nicely. Just adds more depth. For sure. Well, thank you, sis. Glad you like them. All right, ladies, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your night. Have a great night. Bye for now.